everyone. Cough. Oh, I thought I'd jump on a little bit early. I'm not planning on being around for the entire trial, as I've got some stuff to do. I've actually got to go out and pick another camera lens up before the shops shut. So I'll probably do an hour. We'll see what happens. See if they continue filming the floor, is that? It's quite good. Maybe I should hire them as a cameraman. How is the sound? Do we have the sound of the video on? Let me know how the sound is. What do we got? Let me know how the sound is. How are we all anyway? What an absolute clusterfuck this is. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Morning everyone, morning. What time is it here? It's 2:05 in the PM. What time we got where you guys are? Oh, 9, just gone 9, is it? What is it? Eastern time is what, 9:05 in the morning? Yeah, I thought I'd have a look and see what is happening. Not a lot happening at the moment. So, is this guy... Well, I don't think it's a case of is he guilty. It's whether he's going to get off it. How we doing, Ron? How we doing? It's trying to get the volumes right, isn't it? It's trying to get the volume right so I can hear it. But then the mic doesn't pick up that because I don't have the audio coming through. Here, what's that doing then? What's this? System audio. I don't know why it's got a... Can you guys actually hear the video, the screen? Not that there's a lot to hear. Do you think the other son helped? Oh my, well, Buster. If he has got nothing to do with this, I'll be so surprised. The apple didn't fall far from that tree, did it? And when you think of potential what the family has hidden due to Buster in the past as well, yeah, it's an unusual one. An unusual one. Quite the family. Milo is in the main house. So where I am, this is like an annex. And Milo is in the main house. We're having building work done. So he is in the main house because he can't be running around the house. Most of the time when I'm filming videos now, I film at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not waking him up and dragging him around. He will be back on, but there's a lot going on around at the moment. I will be showing you more later. But, yeah, there's a lot going on around us. Not very safe to have everyone running around. What do we got? What do we got? Come on. I don't know why that's come up with a system audio warning over there. Well, it's got a warning triangle. I don't want to clip it because every time I click on something goes tits up. But what do we got? Who's in then? Who's in? The volume. Yeah, the volume is very low at the moment because I think that's their audio. There's not a lot going on. But I can certainly bring that volume up. What I don't want to do is get an echo. But once we get into the courtroom, we'll see what's going. We'll see what's going on. As long as we don't want to have any echoes, do we? Hello, First Med Tech. G'day, Caleb. Just checking everything's working all right. Looks all right. Excellent connection. That's a first, isn't it? Excellent connection. Usually have like a warning over there as well, but apparently we've got an excellent connection. Guilty as charged. Guilty as charged. Yeah. If he didn't do it. My concern, though, is that everyone's obviously seen the search where they went in and done all the searching. Could they have screwed that up anymore if they tried? Could they have screwed that up anymore if they tried? Who killed the maid? Alex, duh. Who did kill the maid? Who was the other? There was another case, weren't there? They'd done a Netflix documentary not that long ago on, did the guy push his, or they thought the guy pushed his wife down the stairs? Someone in the comments will probably know who I'm talking about. It was on Netflix not that long ago. Like I say, I'm not going to be here for the entire trial. I'm going to be around for about an hour. Stop that. Just set the ball rolling. And then you can go and disperse. See who's about. I don't know who else is. I think Ickard Mel perhaps is doing it. Possibly. I got till I move me. I'll move me over. I'll move me up a bit. Or no, is that too much? Shall I move myself there? We'll see. Once we get in there, I'll move my myself off the screen. What's that? I did say if he didn't did Buster do it. I wouldn't be surprised if, well, I think Buster had a they said he was somewhere else, didn't they? But the only thing what throws a spanner in the works for me is, would Alex have shot Paul? I can't. That's the only thing that makes me think there may have been someone else involved as well. Because I'm not sure if I could see him shooting Paul. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Court TV are covering it. There's a few people covering it, aren't they? Some of them, there's so many people in chat, though. The chat's going mental. They got several thousand people. And, yeah, it's a bit mad. Life is so much easier when you're not on trial for murder. Yeah. Bit boring, I suppose. Life can be boring when you're not on trial for murder. Lots of interested cases in the US right now. Too many, actually. Yeah, someone sent me something else as well. There's a missing female in the UK by the name of Nicola Bully. She was out walking. Don't know whether she was walking. Yeah, she was walking her dog by a river she once described as spooky. And she's been missing since Friday around 9:15 a.m. So that's a UK missing female. Nicola Bully. But there's a lot of maniacs about at the moment. Why not kill Buster? That's a good question, but then you've got to think that I think this was to do with protecting the family name. Now, whether he was hoping to get himself unalived and then leave the 10 million to Buster, and Buster would do something with it to drag the family name out of the mud, who knows? Because they're not doing a very good job of keeping their family name out of the mud. That video I did, was it yesterday? That timeline of sort of their descent. Yeah. What a treat of a family. Meat and taters time. Who have we got in? Superior Dreams modding. It's a bit of a strange time for people, isn't it? So I don't expect us to be too busy. What's that? Family Annihilate. I'm trying to click on you, Fatina. Family annihilators are men who kill their families because they can't see any way out of their problems, like financial problems. Yeah, it's like that case I was talking about. I briefly touched on in that other video. That was a a British family. The guy had made his millions making that. It was like a valve, a shut-off valve for deep sea oil rigs, and they made millions. He'd got himself into debt, and it was what was horrendous. He shot his wife and shot his daughter, and it was like a massive estate with like a gate and a driveway down. He filled the house with oil and set fire to the house, but he'd left a lorry at the end, so emergency services couldn't get onto the property. There was no other way on. They had to get the tanker out the way before they could even get onto the premises. But yes. So hello everyone. Thank you for those who have joined us this afternoon. I'll say a little bit of a different live. We get to talk while, I don't know, standing outside the courtroom. If I had like if we had like in the future, there'll be like AI headsets. You'll be able to. Yes, he has arrived, Jesse. I saw him get him out of the van and take him round the back door. Ooh. Yeah, he's in there prepping. They're doing his hair and makeup, powder on his nose, make sure that he doesn't get any reflections off that shiny skin of his while he sweats like a greasy baboon. Does he want to touch his head and his forehead anymore and reach for the sky? Isn't that all signs of guilt when you start reaching about? It's going to put me over here. I'm going to sit up in the tree so you can see the front. We might be able to see someone through the window. Maybe Johnny Depp will come by. Yeah. Or his evil ex. I couldn't imagine hurting my family feelings, let alone them. Like I say, a lot of it is to do with... I think some of these people, they become so accustomed to the money and the lifestyle that in these stupid men's heads, they think that it's better to do things to their family so they don't have to live a life that they've become that they're no longer accustomed to, without the horses and the money and the Range Rovers and this, that and the other. Do you know what I mean? And in their fucking dopey mind, that's better. Like they've been knocked on the head. Have you ever done a Q&A? I think I'd done a Q&A a long time ago. I think it was like 2,000 subscribers. Like a personal Q&A. Like I say, I think we've done one a long time ago. I'll probably do one. I could do a Q&A. I don't think people are that bothered about what I do and who I am. The Q&A question would probably go, why the fuck are you doing a Q&A? I mean, why the f*** are you doing a Q&A? Get back to the meat and potatoes, Harsh. I don't want to know about you. I'm not that interesting, to be fair. Not that interesting. Apart from I've got an oil leak. Or not me personally, I haven't got an oil leak. Our vehicle's got an oil leak and I've got to take it to the garage as well. That's another thing I've got to do today. So I've got to go and get a new lens for the camera, and I've got to go and take the car to get the oil looked at. Well, not the oil looked at, the oil's fallen out of it. What we got? Faith in humanity. It makes me sick. All these parents hurting their children. A mother just strangled her children, then jumped from a window, but still alive. Yeah. Yeah. I think what it is so many people have children, but they don't quite grasp what being a parent is. And what they think it is, they think that they can be a friend to their child, and then when that goes tits up, they then struggle to be a parent. We've dealt with that in our family dynamic, and I'll talk about that more when we do the live tomorrow. I'm going to do the mental health live tomorrow, by the way. We're going to do that. Harsh, do you like to dance? What? Just randomly, or go out and dance, like ballroom dancing? Because that is not something I do. I'm like 6'2" and 17.5 stone. You won't want me dancing, I'd be screwing some floors up left, right and centre. Affidavit. Alpha David. Harsh, you know that Don Wells is talking again, don't you? I do. I have heard, and I am keeping an eye on it. Don Wells actually sent me a message, but I've got no interest in talking to him unless he's going to come out and say, "This is what I know. This is what happened." I'm not fucking interested. And I think there's Tim Mullen doing something as well. I think he was talking to someone. What have we got? Have I got to shrink myself down? Where shall we go? Shall we cover the shield? Shall we cover the chandelier or the clock? So we cover the clock. I don't like clocks. Well, what was going on with that camera? Maybe I should cover that one before people getting a bloody epileptic fit. I should give you a warning. Stone to pounds conversion. Let's have a look. Stone to pounds conversion. 17.5 stone to pounds. 245 pounds. 245. You know what they say? Mass moves mass. And I can move some mass. All right, what do we got? You'll have to let me know what the sound is like. If you want me to whisper. So I don't interrupt what's going on in the courtroom. You can make it like more realistic. I'm waiting for someone to go, "Shut up. Quiet please. Quiet please." Look, I only covered that down. I'll move that, but I just feel that's safer if I make me bigger, and then nobody will end up having a fit. Look, I'll keep an eye on it down here, so if something else comes up, I'll move it for you. But I don't want anybody having some sort of seizure while watching this live. But if that, something comes up, I'll move me out of the way. If I have to, I'll get me completely off the screen. Or I'll make me really tiny and sit on the judge's head. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Dixie. I'm trying to keep an eye on both of the chats. Buster Boy seems unaffected by his mother and brother's death. He does. He does indeed. Is it the uncle? I'm pretty sure it's the uncle, isn't it? He looks like the only one who looks bothered. I'll shrink me down and put me over here. Look. Oh, look. Buffering. That's not me. That's them. That's them buffering. You gotta love that, ain't you? Come on. Nice one. So, we've been waiting all this time. And then all of a sudden that starts buffering. Don't know why it's buffering. I'll give it 1 minute. I can stand 1 minute of buffering. And if that buffers, I'll go on to something. I'll bring someone else up. This should be alright though, to be fair. So they're only running at 720p. How the fuck can they be buffering? I don't know. 9:30. Is that 9:30 it kicks off? Maybe they're having a tea break. I'd love to stay and watch about all trials of Emily D. Baker, who's awesome. You're awesome too, but I'm loyal. I can handle it. I can handle it. I don't know who Emily D. Baker is. I don't know who that is. No, it's not his real name. Dixie. That's his nickname. I can't remember what his real name is. It's not Buster, though. Buster is his nickname. Good morning, Regina. Hold on one second. Let me just, I'll bring me back up. I'm just going to swap out down here and just see what's going on with the boofering. See if we can, bring up a different one that's not boofering. There we go. What's this one? Is that buffering? What does it say? It's buffering. I have no idea what's going on with that. That one doesn't look like it's buffering. That looks a bit better. That one looks a bit better. Let's bring that up and see what's going on with that. Put that up. I've gone on to somewhere else. Where we got? Hold on. Let's do this, look. Bring that down. I think we're good. Oh, this one's got the funny light as well. Oh, my word. Gotta love a bit of flashing light. What's going on? 9:30 it starts, doesn't it? What was the name of the girl that was stabbed 114 times by a boy 14 years old? I don't know. That's mad. That's it. UK Enhanced World Hero Cup. Beautiful flowers and colours. Thank you. Try Court TV. Has anybody else got it on there? Let me have a look. Let me go on to... Hold on. Just check this quickly. Let's go back onto me. I think that's all right. I think they've just not got anything on there, which is a little bit boring, isn't it? Let's go back on here. I'll check Court TV. See what they're doing. Court TV. Court TV Live. What have I got? Court TV. Coming soon. Doesn't look like they've got it on there. Doesn't look like they've got it on there. Looks like it is just this one. That just looks like we're waiting for the haunted light to go off. That'll be all right. I'm sure we're just waiting for proceedings. Just waiting for the lights to come on. 9:30. Come on, we can handle 3 minutes. We can handle 3 minutes. What do we got? Amber Mills, member for 2 months. Thank you very much. I've got to do 2 videos for the channel building this week. I've had some camera disasters this week. I think I've finally got it sorted. Well, apart from, like I say, I'm changing the lens on the camera. They never start on time. No. That light's a bit mental. I'm waiting for it to blow something up. It's crackling. When you get a chance, check out Alexander Jackson in Iowa. He was just convicted. He shot his mother, sister, and father. Yeah, it's mad. I will do. I'll have a look. Love the lighting in the background. Thank you. People was thinking that I said this the other day. People were thinking that was a green screen. That's not. That there is a fire. Fire. In that corner, round the back of that fire, over there, that is a Govee Lyra RGB floor stand and lamp that you can control with your phone. Over there, no, there, in that corner, there is another RGB light. That's a Pixel G1S. There's a salt lamp there. That's a salt lamp. Thank you so much, Regina. Thank you. And on the table there, that is actually a candle with jewellery in it. You can buy these candles from a company who put like rings and stuff inside them. And I do it to torture Mrs. Harsh. Because Mrs. Harsh, she doesn't like waiting for anything. Anything. If you're going to be going somewhere, she needs to know immediately. No surprises. She loves surprises as long as the surprise takes 10 seconds to tell her. So I've got a surprise and then tell her. Not we've got a surprise and we're doing it next week. Because she would give me shit for a week. So I get them because she knows there's something in it for her, but she can't get to it until the candle burns down. But she'll be standing around with a spoon waiting to see at the quickest point she can dig it out and find it. But I like buying them just to play her up. What do we got? We're not buffering anymore, are we? We're just waiting for the clock still. Still waiting for the clock. Come on. What do we got? Well, this is good, isn't it? We get to hang about. We've been hanging about for 26 minutes, staring at fuck all. See, Mrs. Harsh in this live would be going ballistic. That'd be like, what the fuck? She'd be going mental. She'd be knocking on door. What's going on? What is going? Where is he? Get him out. Come on. Come on. We can't wait much longer. Oh, we once went to like a main dealership to take her car in, and she was getting so angry because we was waiting. That went in for a service, and when we went to pick it up, that had the engine management light come on, so I had to go back in, and she was getting so angry. And usually I'll be the angry one, but I found it more funny because she was getting more and more angry. And I think that balance kind of stopped her. And bearing in mind, she's 5'1", so she's not like imposing or anything like that. But when she's in a car or anything to do with cars, she's angry. You know, fucking angry as hell. Well, this is wonderful. What I'm gonna do? Well, you know, Mrs. R said she's amazing. Unless you annoy her, then she's, like I say, she's the angriest person I know. Let's have a look. Alex Murdaugh, trial live. Let's make sure that no one else is actually in the courtroom. I'll click on that. No, that's just a close. We've got another channel that's just got a close up on that thing that looks like a coin. What else have we got? So nobody else is in there. The big question, did Alex say in regards to Paul, I rarely did him wrong, or did he say they rarely did him wrong? What do you think? I thought he said they rarely did him wrong. But I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I thought. Let's check this one. No, that's another one. No, so nobody at the moment. We are just waiting. Just a waiting game. This is exciting. Mrs. Harsh gets things done. She does get things done, but like I say, she's just rarely bad at waiting for anything. And she doesn't like parking. And she wanted to change the car. It's just funny. I didn't do this on purpose. Some people could be like, you're a bastard. So she wanted a new car, and she was talking about a Mini Countryman. Bearing in mind, she's 5'1", and she's not the greatest parker in the world. She's a good driver, fantastic driver, but parking, she might as well shut her fucking eyes and let go of the steering wheel. But I said, look, I'll sort a car out. And I told her that we was getting a Mini Countryman. She was loving it. Yes, yes. We're changing the blue car that some of you who have been around the channel for a while, you remember seeing the blue car. And so, yeah, I went and got the new car and had it delivered. It's not brand new. Had it delivered the other day. And it's a Range Rover Sport. Where's the fucking Mini and how am I going to get in that? That was the first words that were said there. I said it's got side steps. I've had side steps put on it. You'll be fine. And I said, and there's a blow-up mattress in the back, so when you've got to get out, you can just throw the mattress on the floor and jump out onto the floor. What I'll do, in community feed, I'll have some pictures of upcoming parking attempts. That's just the kind of stuff. That's just the stuff that I do. You have to sometimes be funny. And I'm a nightmare to live with. I am a nightmare. But what's going on? So we've got like, we've got, what is the time? The time. Come on, look. You're lucky this isn't Mrs. Harsh doing this live because she'd be going fucking mental. What are we waiting for? It can't take him that long to put his makeup on, surely. Fucking powder his nose. She sounds like a little Spitfire, she is. Like I say, 99% of the time she's absolutely fine. It's just when she's waiting for something, she's not good. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Are we getting anywhere? What's going on? Come on, look. Mattress, I'm like, what was that, Dixie? Well, we don't know how many he has. I could see that happening, though. Maybe my dad has a lot, but he does know where they all are. I think I just butted into a conversation there. Sorry, Dixie. Harsh, you are so funny, poor Miss Harsh. No, you carry a step stool in the vehicle and tie it to a rope so she can put it out with a rope and step down. Is she taller than you are? Shut up, Joe. I'm 2'8". I'm actually standing up now on a box. You're such a nightmare, so mean. I know. I'm funny, though. If you can't have a laugh, what can you not? You know what I mean? You gotta have a laugh, ain't you? How the fuck do you expect mistakes to park arranging? To be fair, I literally got it so I could watch her try and park it. Just for my own amusement. Just for my own amusement. I'll try and dig out a picture. We had a Freelander before, and she'd parked somewhere, and she got out, and she was like, yeah, parked, fantastic. And I promise you now, that parking was absolutely crazy. There we go, right. Shall I make myself small? Here we go, sure. Be quiet. I'll put myself down there, huh?
Good morning.
Have we got echoes?
To the jury?
Your Honor, can I just make one brief comment?
Yes.
And I've talked to all of us over here. We want to thank the Clerk of Court for her assistance every time we need something. She has been there for us. The Colleton County Sheriff's Department is providing security, has given us total access to our client. We feel like we've been treated extraordinarily well by all court personnel. And I want to put on the record, since there seems to be a national media interest here, I've tried many cases in many jurisdictions, and I've never been treated at this level of courtesy and understanding. Thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely echo that, sir. Everybody's been great. Absolutely.
Yeah, I echo that as well. Very good. Bring the jury.
I'm going to try and find this picture of this parking while you guys are just looking at him. This is funny. Find Nancy Grace. She'll be the one sitting there with a fucking table in front of her with fucking snacks. I'm looking for Instagram. least he didn't put his hands up in the air yet. I just wonder why they have them pads. Is that so they can like play like stickmen? Play hangman. He should play hangman with him.
Okay, good morning. Day number 7. State's case. We'll have our witness back.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of anti-craze either. Still trying to find this, here we go. I'll try and find this parking picture.
Yeah, remind you, you're still under oath. Cross-examination. Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Agent Croft. Good morning, sir. On June 8th, I understood that was your first involvement in this case. Is that correct? Yes, sir, that is correct. And you went to Moselle on the morning of the June 8th?
Number 1.
I was en route to Moselle, got rerouted to the office, and then went and conducted an interview, and then back to Moselle. That's right. You interviewed Rogan Gibson, and then went to Moselle. That is correct. And what time did you get to Moselle? I was around lunchtime when I got there. And as I understood from your testimony, that your role primarily is because in this case is that because you know a lot about guns and ammunition. Did I understand that correctly? That was not my sole role. I was at the search of the residence because of my familiarity with firearms. Yes, sir. And you went and searched the residence with other agents, and we saw those agents, some of them, on the body cam video that played yesterday. Yes, sir. I was in the gun room. Okay. And this search was a consent search, correct? That is correct, yes, sir. And you weren't there executing a search warrant, right? No, sir, I was not. And were you aware, though, that there was a search warrant that had been obtained the night before? I was aware of the consent, the search at the incident location. It's common practice that they get a search warrant to process the scene. Yes, sir. Were there any limitations that you were aware of on the scope of the consent, the search? No, sir. And so, as far as you knew and understood then and understand today, you or other agents at SLED could have searched that house from top to bottom on the 8th. Is that correct? Other agents went through the residence with family members. And there were no limitations on what the other agents could have looked for, right? Again, I can't say what limitations was placed on them as they walked through the house. I was in the gun room. Okay. Well, to your knowledge, did anyone look for bloody clothes or dirty clothes in the house while you were there on the 8th? I was in the gun room and I was collecting guns and ammunition, sir. Now you mentioned that you had been provided some information about the type of ammunition that was used down at the crime scene where Maggie and Paul were murdered. Is that correct? That is correct. And one ammunition was a .300 blackout shell casing. Were you aware of that? Yes, sir, I was. And who relayed the information to you as the type of ammo that was used in the murder of Maggie and Paul? It came from the investigative team. I don't recall exactly who called me or who told me the information, but I was relayed the information through our investigative team that was at the scene. All right, so you were informed that,
I did move, Jesse.
Look out, see what you can find in the gun room related to .300 blackout. Is that correct? It wasn't limited to specifically .300 blackout. That was a round of interest.
It's hard to hear your commentary.
And then the other round of interest was 12 gauge, correct? That is correct. And were you given any information as to what specific type of 12 gauge ammunition was used at the crime scene? I knew we had a 12 gauge, what believed to be a turkey load or BB load, and then a buckshot.
I'm whispering.
Okay. And let me talk to you a little bit about the 300 blackout ammunition. You testified yesterday that the grains, the weight of the ammunition found at the house was 147 grains. Is that right? That is correct. That's what's on the empty box which I located.
I could draw.
Is this the empty box? State's Exhibit 213 that you're referring to? That is correct. And this, I recall, this pack of ammo on this exhibit says,
for some reason, this case
has a
label
of Woody's Pawn and Jewelry and $11.99. You couldn't buy this ammunition in June of 2021 for $11.99, could you? I don't know what the ammunition cost. Well, you know it was a lot more than $11.99. I don't know the price of the ammunition at that time.
Smash
all right.
That
and are you familiar? There's basically two types of ammunition for the 300 blackout. There's the supersonic and subsonic. I am, sir. And the subsonic is the heavier of the two. Correct?
It's okay to
that is correct. And that would be a 220 grain.
I don't want to butt into
thereabouts, yes, sir. Yes. And the most popular ammunition for hunting is the supersonic, the 147 grain ammunition. You aware of that? I can't say the most popular would be, but I am aware that 147 grain is used for hunting. And you're aware that
is it me or is
the
this
300 blackout as
conversation you've ever heard? It's
not a rare gun in that area of Hampton and Colleton County, is it? It's not as common as the General 223 or the AR-15, 308.
What is the relevance
different
of this
caliber
conversation?
Rifles. It's not as common, but there are plenty out there. Correct? I can't testify as to how many's out there, sir. I understand, but it's not the first time you'd seen the 300 blackout on June 8, 2021, it wasn't? I had seen one before, yes, sir. And then the 12 gauge, you didn't know what type, you weren't given any type 12 gauge you were looking for.
Oh, I have no idea.
From the information from the crime scene, right? The type of weapon I was looking for? No, yes, sir. No, sir. And then, were you given information as to the size of the 12 gauge?
Or is she just
shell?
Bare-legged?
2.5 inch, 3 inch. It was. I was given 3-inch Magnum was what I was given, and that was on the buckshot. I was given 3-inch Magnum of
Where's Wally?
Shotgun capable of shooting a 3-inch Magnum. Okay. Now, and we're going to get to some of these shotguns here in a minute, but that the Browning Light doesn't even shoot a 3-inch shell, does it? It does not. 2 3/4.
It does help the channel, but it also brings more people in.
Yet you seized it. I secured it, yes, sir. And you brought it here to the courtroom.
A good number.
And introduced it in this case. I did, sir. Yes, a gun that couldn't even fire the bullet that killed Paul, right? It did not fire the rounds that was located at the scene. Right. In fact, none of the shotguns that you brought yesterday, according to the ballistic report, your lab analysis, fired the shots that killed Paul, correct? I do not have the lab report in front of me. Well, you certainly know that after June 8th, Sled was diving in ponds and waterways looking for the murder weapons. Isn't that correct? We were diving looking for potential evidence from the scene.
Wouldn't that be good?
Have you ever found the murder weapons, to your knowledge?
Wouldn't it be good if you do like an interactive one?
That's outside the scope of his knowledge.
Objections overruled.
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
Oh my God.
And are you familiar with what ballistics tests were done on Buster's 300 blackout? and whether that was excluded as a weapon used.
So just for a second there, like what are they? What's the purpose of this? Now, this to me is just to get the the jury to actually think, what the fuck is going on there? What's going on? So that's all I see there. That's what I see. I just see them trying to make the jury wonder what's going on. I don't know. Let's get on
to
with
kill
it.
his mother.
Again, I don't have the report in front of me, and I'm not able to testify to that, sir.
It kills me how lawyers and others get confused about what is a bullet and what is a shell.
And you brought these empty
Talking shotgun shells.
turkey load.
No bullets in them at all.
Exhibit 214, I believe, brought these into evidence, the box of turkey shells.
That is the boxes I collected, yes, sir.
And these
Still
were
can't get
empty.
over the fact they're still
Yes, sir, they
talking
were.
about this.
And these were found in the trash can?
Yes, sir. They were found in a trash bag, yes, sir.
Okay. And you,
Boost my audio.
let's see,
I can do that.
exhibit,
Is that a bit better? Whoa.
the other end has
Too
exhibit
much.
number. Exhibit 90 is the Browning Auto 5 Light 12 gauge, which we already talked about wouldn't even hold a 3-inch shell, but there was no shells, no ammo
I wonder
in
how many people have fallen asleep
the
in
Browning
this courtroom.
weapon, which is exhibit 90 you brought to court, right?
There was no rounds in that weapon.
When you seized it on the 8th, no rounds in it, right?
That is correct, yes,
All
sir.
right. The Mossberg model Ulti-Mag, which is exhibit 89, you have a 12 gauge shot shell written on the outside. So there was one shot shell in this,
Some of these are getting
loaded in
paid
this
for
gun,
this.
correct?
Getting
That is
actually
correct, yes, sir.
paid.
And do you remember if it was buckshot or birdshot?
It was black. I don't remember what it was.
Will you be able to look at it and tell us?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to hand you
This is your gun expert, guys. This is your
89
gun
and
expert.
ask if you can pull out the
Thank you
shot,
very much, Bernsey.
the ammo in there, and tell this jury if that's birdshot or buckshot first.
Well, at least we picked a good day for it. Come on, mate. Time's money. How long does he want to take?
It is Browning 12 gauge, 3.5 inch Magnum, 2 1/4, number 7 and 9.
And that's for hunting turkeys, right?
That is my understanding, yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Put it back in there.
That's my understanding. Which at the moment don't see much.
This end closely.
See, that's the point. I don't understand this. This is just, like I say, just seems to be just to confuse the jury.
Here we go.
This is just to make this a lot more convoluted than it needs to be.
So, in the Mossberg, there's one birdshot. Now, the other, the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3, had 2 unfired shot shells, according to your notes on the box. And this is Exhibit 91. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do you recall whether any of these is birdshot, buckshot? Do you remember?
I would have to look at them again, sir.
All right.
Look at the fucking hell, there we go. How about you look at them properly the first time? Oh my god, this is like slug cork.
That's Exhibit 91 for the record.
I'll tell you what they're trying to do here. They're trying to drag this out that long that he dies of old age before he gets put away.
There's a black round in here that's a 3-inch number 4 pellet, and then there's a 2.25 ounce 3.5 inch with an 89 millimeter.
And those are both turkey loads, right?
It could be used for turkey, yes, sir.
Objection.
Well, let's just be clear. Neither one of those are buckshot, correct?
No, sir.
Thank you.
You'd think they would. Basically, you're going to show
Again,
all the guns that
these
are
were ruled out as being having any involvement
in.
in the murder of Paul, right? Exhibit 91.
I can't
It's more like
testify
gun
to any lab reports. I don't have the lab reports, and it's out of the scope of what I.
Well, he doesn't have anything. He's got no clue.
Was it correct to
what's
say,
going on.
Agent Croft, that you did not find any guns loaded in the gun room or anywhere at Moselle that had a bird shot and a buckshot loaded at the same time?
The only weapons I've recovered are the weapons that are there with the rounds.
The ones
that
you keep
we
making
have
me fucking look
just
at.
looked at. Yes, sir.
And if you or another agent in your presence made a representation that we found in the gun room a gun with
I agree.
similar loads as that we found at the crime scene, that would be an incorrect statement, would it?
I don't think it would be incorrect to say that there was guns were loaded in a similar fashion using two different types of ammunition, 2 different loads.
Well, there's no buckshot in any of the 2 guns that you found loaded, correct?
Not when we collected them, no, sir.
And the turkey loads or the bird loads that we
They're
just
killing
looked
me.
at,
They're killing
those
me.
the pellets in those are lead, are they not?
I would have to look
Doing
at
this for
the
hours.
actual boxes that came in or the pellets that are in it. Some of them are steel. I'm not sure.
In about another 15 minutes.
So do you know the difference between steel and lead?
Dying myself.
Do I know the difference?
Yeah. What's the difference? Why would you have steel versus lead?
Steel shot is used a lot in waterfowl hunting, that type of
relevance is this
stuff.
got?
Lead shot is used for normal everyday rabbit, squirrel, dove.
Well, we do have some boxes here, 214. Can you tell us whether this is lead or steel?
What was I'm not going to be here for much longer. I thought that they'd be doing more. I don't think I can stomach too much of him just talking about guns and telling them what he don't know and what he ain't got.
The Winchester 12 gauge shot lock lead is a turkey load, number 4.
Wow.
The Browning box, I do not see it indicated on the box what the ball is or the pellets are.
Well, let me ask you, is there a turkey on the face of that box?
There is a turkey on the face of the box, yes, sir.
And turkey a waterfowl bird or land bird?
Turkey is a land bird, sir.
I think. What we got? It was said that one of Alex's shotguns, which was a 12 gauge, had a 12 gauge shell in it that would not fire correctly. That was the gun he said.
And the other box is the same on Federal. It's got a turkey on the front.
All right. So those 3 boxes look like they're turkey loads, right?
That's what it appears.
Okay.
Well,
Did you find any waterfowl?
do you know something? That's killing me. I'm going to love you all and leave you. I'm doing the live tomorrow night. It's going to be the mental health focused live. It will run for as long as we have to. I'll catch the highlight reel of that. I'm sure that'll be fucking short. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. If anyone's got any notes they'd like to send me about that case, if something really exciting comes up, then you know how to email me. Email is in the description of the videos. And that is me done. So I shall catch you all in the next one. Don't forget, join me tomorrow night. Good live.